We're back with part 2 of the plywood sump build. All the silicone's been finished up and cured, and we're sitting on the floor waiting for me to get this figured out. So I've let this go a couple days. I am now going to fill it with water. I'm actually just going to pull the water from the 500 gallon because I'm right here. Whoa, what the heck happened there? Malfunction. Okay. It doesn't want to go. There we go. All right. So you do have a little leak around that side there, coming through this section. So right down at the very bottom corner there. I don't know with the water flow if that's going to be a problem or not. Probably. Because like most things, if there's going to be a problem, it's going to happen to me. No, and I'm sick right now too, so. Awesome. Yeah, because all this water that's filling in through here now, that's all from that little corner. Right down there. It looks like down this corner too, possibly. Now, hopefully it's going to fill up over the top. There we go. I know this water looks kind of green. Not really sure if that's the brown from a little bit of the tannins in the water mixed in with the blue background. It's making it look green, but I don't know. I guess the hose pulled itself out of water, so I'm gonna have to do this all over again. But anyway, we're gonna fill it up. I'll find out any other issues as we go, and then make sure there's no leaks on the outside. That's my biggest concern. I could deal with the leaks on the inside somewhat, but anything on the outside I'm going to have a problem with. So, we'll see. Check back with you. Well, here we are, folks. It's been full of water for a couple hours now. No issues, no leaks outside of the unit. I do have, like I said in the last portion of this, I do have down in this corner and the opposite corner. And then on this last panel, I also have down in the very bottom corner on both sides where the water's leaking through a little bit. But thankfully, no leaks on the outside, anywhere around. And I will have to make an adjustment to I think this panel here at the end. And so I'm probably going to cut that down a little bit, or cut the little grooves or something in it. Maybe put some hole saw cuts through the top, because that being as full as it is, I think doesn't allow, well, it makes this very full up here too. So if everything's running right at the top, see it's running right at the top of that. I don't like how close it is. So I don't know if with the flow and once I get that end piece down some, if it'll be a little bit better, but I don't really like it being as high as it is all the way across here. So I'm going to adjust that last piece over there. I'll drain this down and then dry it out and fix the silicone on the corners. These two pieces and that end piece, and then I think we'll be good to install it. So next time you'll see, or in the next part of the video, you'll see the media going in here, the filters, the fluidized media here, the ceramic media there. We'll have the piece in the side there, the bulkhead, and then we will have it installed on top of here and hopefully up and running. So that'll be quick for you guys, but it'll take me a little while, so probably a couple days for me, but you'll see it in the very next part. Alright guys. There's the sump. Set up and running. On the 500 gallon. So a plywood tank with a plywood sump overhead. And so we start on this end. This is where the pumps pump up the water into the mechanical filtration zone. So I have some coarse media here, a little bit of filter floss on top, and then you can't see, well I guess you can here. So it's real coarse, and then it goes down to a real fine, and goes underneath, comes back up through another course, just for holding biological. Then into the fluidized media section. This ended up being a lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. I thought this chamber was actually going to be this whole chamber down through here. However, the media wasn't flowing, it was just stagnantly floating. So stuck it in this side, got it all churning up. It's working out great. And then it goes underneath and then into here. In this chamber I just currently have some of these like big pond balls, and I have 2 long air stones in here that are kind of keeping that churning up. There's not a lot in here, so it's not constantly like moving and doing all the things. So anyway, that's what that midsection is there, and then it flows through the bottom there up into the biomedia area. So the ceramic blocks. And these are 2 rows thick, front to back, and then there's like, I think there's 4 rows tall of all these. I bought these specifically for this purpose. Now obviously this hasn't been running for long, I just kind of got it all going now, so there's a little malmy in there. But and another floating filter here, and then it spills over into the bottom section, or the back section here, that has bags and bags of ceramic media just here in the end chamber. It's kind of hard to see, and I have this thing on top. There we go. It flows over into that and then back into the tank through this tube here. We've got the bulkhead come through, and then 1-inch pipe back down into the tank. And I had to put this air line here because you could probably tell it's noisy, but it was really noisy and gurgly without that in there. So probably still gonna have to kind of work through and figure out what's gonna work best for keeping the audio a little lower, because it is noisy, but we'll figure it out. Always constantly doing stuff. So I'll put a brace in the middle so it didn't spread on me, because the volume stayed pretty high.
on it, but there's the all the way down through. Now I have these clips in here down through, and I'm going to put a piece of this like greenhouse lid material that I use for basically for everything, and slide that down in and try and keep a lot of that aeration from splashing up, and keep some of the evaporation down. So that's the plan, and then that'll be finished up. And this is, I believe this is about 50 gallons working down through here. A lot of media space, and there's still a lot left in here too, so it's good stuff, good stuff. I'm happy that it's finally done. It's on here, it's braced all the way across. It's doing great. All right, guys, that's the finish for this, and then next one will be the room remodel. So stay tuned for that.